Okay, I am very sorry about that. I received a call at the same time. And Selva Kumar, to answer you very directly, if you enjoyed Switzerland, then it means that you are welcome again. So do not hesitate to come again in Switzerland as many times as possible, and let me know, of course, if you happen to be here.
Yeah, so that's where I'm planning to build an investment relationship, so
Yes.
that I could expand there. And also, I'm planning for, like, it's a technology corporate which I'm running.
Okay.
So I've been running this federal corporation from 2015.
Okay.
So I've been developing the e-commerce platform, as well as I have launched the cybersecurity project by 2018,
Okay.
and then I've started full depth of cybersecurity for various different layers. So device layers, server layers, network layer. So many layers are there. So
Okay.
it's too much into the cybersecurity. I'm way too deeper and detailed into it, and now I have a full production infrastructure for data center, one commercial unit which has been developed, and one cybersecurity data network infrastructure which has been developed. So
Okay.
all my custom softwares with my own securities.
Okay.
So I don't depend on any Microsoft licenses. So
Okay.
it's all self-made with Unix platform.
And these companies are based in Canada? They're currently based in Canada?
I'm currently based in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Okay.
And this is a federal corporation. It's just one corporate, has all the different assets together.
Okay.
And I have structured the corporate as a corporate, as well as the corporate trust, and myself as principal. So
Okay.
the share structure is been structured as myself as a major shareholder, as 80% in common shares and 100% preferred shares. And corporate trust is actually a vehicle which I'm using for all the tax deferral, as well as expensing through the trust, through the corporation, to the corporation, expensing and reinvesting all my income to the trust, and then it is getting invested to the corporation to expand my assets. So
Okay.
data, cybersecurity, and e-commerce.
Okay.
So all of these assets currently are in pre-production stage, where I'm looking for the investments and expanding into like a bigger city and a peaceful city like Switzerland sometime, like so.
and I already have one question. So the purpose for you today is to establish a company here in Switzerland to invest in Europe. Is that correct?
All my investments currently, whatever that's been saved so far and whatever that's been issued so far, I would like to liquidate this first, monetize it first by
Okay.
opening a corporate trust account, so which could be a custodian account for
Okay.
me to transact and actually take out the money. So this one is pretty much, I'm structured as a global corporate,
Okay.
where I have a LEI number, legal entity identifier, for
Okay.
my corporate trust and the corporate, and also I do have the tax identification number.
Okay.
So this is actually, like, I can liquidate the investments from any investment firms anywhere in the world.
Okay.
So I'm particularly interested in Switzerland and also bigger city in the US.
Okay.
I think you have a branch in San Francisco. Um,
Yes.
yeah, so I'm pretty much yeah. So I'm okay with either going to San Francisco or nearby Nevada, Las Vegas, somewhere to expand the assets. Or I would prefer, if things are very peaceful in Switzerland, Geneva.
They are actually, and to be honest, I'm sure you can recognize my accent. I'm from France, and I've moved in Switzerland in 2024 for the same reason, actually, because things are very, let's say that everyone is wiser here, and things seems like very calm. This is absolutely not the same atmosphere than in Europe, or I'm pretty sure than in US, actually. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the US is pretty commercialized, and it's very too
Yes.
populated. But as far as the peaceful place, I think Switzerland. Plus, they like I like the banking and the asset protection in Switzerland,
Yes.
because Swiss is one of the top banking where the asset protection is
Absolutely.
very, very strong. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. And in Switzerland,
Canada is fully screwed up because their bank, their insurance, their government is all having issues, particularly Western Canada. So many issues, like all
yes.
the economical issues are coming after the assets of the high net worth individual, which
Yes.
is very bad, because this one is like Canada is not well structured for the bigger like intellectual assets, and very like it's not proper fit. Canada is not a proper fit. They tend to dilute it, and they tend to do infringement and so many things, which I don't want to stay in this market.
Yes. Okay.
So,
Okay.
so that's why I'm planning to go to a U.S. bigger city, where I should be able to structure legally and making sure I can have all the securities and all the legal stuff. Everything is all
Yes.
fully covered, so that I could either be maybe I can branch out too, like Switzerland and San Francisco, anywhere
Okay.
which I could have my investments to be expanded as quickly as possible.
Okay.
With
Yeah,
And
plus
today, oh yes, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, plus the bankers in Canada don't smile.
That's a good point. So
Yeah,
I think you're paying a compliment to myself here. So thank you, Jay, for this comment.
yeah, sure.
No, actually, this is something very important, and you will see. And so I'm sure you know that IQEQ is not a bank, actually, but I would be very happy to give you the right introduction here, because indeed we are working every day with private banks. For example, it can be as well banks with corporate banking services. And something, I think this is something very interesting for your activity today. We have the capability, I mean, within IQEQ Switzerland to work on corporate services for your holding. I mean, on the business side, okay, on the operational side, but we can also work and structure private trust for your
Okay.
own wealth. Okay, we can we can provide you with the right introduction in terms of banks, but as well with lawyers,
Okay.
because this is something very, let's say, crucial, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about what you said. I think that can be very interesting for you to have the introduction with our San Francisco office. We also have a presence in Los Angeles, but that can be as well in Texas. We have offices in Delaware, in Miami, in New York, etc. That will be up to you, of course.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So we will like me and Jay. Jay is more of compliance and documentation perspective, and he's a U.S. nominee at this point, and we will have all the different discussions, and we like as we have to make a permanent decision, and making sure when we are deciding to go with Switzerland, Geneva, or any other bigger city in Switzerland.
Yes.
I would like a peaceful environment, because data center, when it is bigger, so I want a peaceful environment, and also like very secure and very safe environment.
Of
Uh,
course.
yeah.
Maybe if you want, maybe I can give you an overview of IQEQ, of what we are doing, if you
Okay.
mind.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
Sure.
yes. Okay. So it will be very brief for 4 or 5 minutes. I promise I will not be longer. So very quickly, yes. So IQEQ is the fourth largest service provider for investors, asset managers, fund managers, corporates around the world. We are present in 27 locations. So we mention it. We have multiple offices in the US.
Okay.
We also have offices, let's say, in the relevant jurisdictions for trust purpose, and I will name them BVI, Cayman Island, Jersey, Guernsey, Isle of Man, the Crown dependencies. We have also, of course, offices in continental Europe and in Europe, France, Luxembourg, Ireland, UK. We also have a presence in Africa, in South Africa.
Okay.
We have offices in the Middle East, Abu Dhabi, Dubai. We have presence in Singapore, Hong Kong, and Japan as well. And we have made very recently the acquisition of a two securitization company in Australia and in New Zealand.
Oh, okay. So you're all over the world.
Absolutely, absolutely. So and we are quite busy. we have a lot. We have a lot to do. No, and
I thought you would say Monaco. Monaco is also you're a Frenchman, and
yes.
Monaco is one of the billionaires' place, and they have all tax protection and asset protection also. Like I was seeing all the different islands and all the different strategies when you.
Yes. No, actually, that's a very good point. I will complain about that right after our call, okay? But no. Joke aside, this is a very good comment, actually. And Monaco is a special place because for corporate purpose or whatever, we can provide services from our French office.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And but this is a very good point because I'm sure you can guess how these two markets are linked. I'm talking about Geneva and Monaco. And to be honest, I plan to go to Monaco, for example, before the summer break here in Switzerland, because we have a lot of common clients with this location. Yes. And there are also a lot of private banks there. But I have to be honest, when it comes to private banks, services, asset protection, etc.
Yeah.
If I were you, okay, and if I want to be honest, I will definitely choose Switzerland, especially at this time. Yes, with all this instability, geopolitical matters, etc.
Too much politics, and
yes. We have plenty of matters. When you're seeing the news, it's like it's puzzling sometimes. So I think that Switzerland has, let's say, prove itself through the history in terms of stability, in terms of political neutrality as well.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So I like it's very like I don't see any news from Switzerland. Everything is all peaceful there.
in French, we say pas de nouvelles, bonne nouvelle. It means no news, good news.
Yes, that's what you need, because here, like here in North America, like many are like media scale is pretty much women based. Women, they talk really like too much. Like that's where all the politics are cooking up pretty bad, and and they have more emotions. Like women have more emotions, right? So men has a very strong attitude, but women has more emotional base. What's happening? The socialism is actually approaching all the women for actually doing all the helping and all the mission non-profits and all these things are happening. It should happen in a good way, but it is happening in a different way. It's all about like grouping together, doing infringement, doing hacking, doing cybersecurity threats. So many things are happening, It's too
Okay.
much of it.
Okay.
Like
Yes, yes, I can. I can imagine, and yes, I think this is a, let's say, a good move and a good thought from you to have a look at Switzerland. I'm not saying this is the decision you have to take, because it's, of course, it's on you, and you have also to check that. I mean, in terms of operational matters and private wealth matters, etc., you have to check all the tax purpose, all the, let's say, all the relevant topics has to be that have to be raised with law firms, with lawyers, okay? Because this will have an impact for you at the end of the day. So this has to be checked very seriously. But I think this is definitely, yes, a good location to have a look at. Yes, absolutely. And to complete on what I was saying regarding IQ, so you will have the perfect picture of what we can do. We focus on 3 pillars, okay? The first activities, let's say our main activities here in continental Europe and in the US, is about fund administration and management company services for fund managers and asset managers. Second point, second pillars, corporate services, roughly through all the locations we are covering today. So it means helping our clients with domiciliation, incorporation, payroll, HR, COSEC services, general secretary services, directorship services. It means that we offer to our clients all the services that can be outsourced for a corporate, for a company.
Okay.
So the client can focus on its core services, on its activities.
Yes. So that's the environment that I would be requiring, because my focus is to expand the corporation, data center, inheriting the cybersecurity, as well as other assets, whatever that I can focus and expand.
Okay.
So the other part of like, as I see, you're a full service team, and I would be very happy when other parts has been handled by the right team, so that I can focus on expanding the asset very, very quick. Because
Okay.
this is I already have everything, and now it has to be expanded in the right place, right region,
Of
good
course.
protection, safety, and everything together.
Of course, of course. And I am adding as well the last pillar. I mentioned it before very quickly. So just to go into a bit of more details regarding this activity, we are a trustee. So we do create and administer trusts in Switzerland, but it can be there is something very special with Switzerland, is that we do accept all the, let's say, the law of the deed of the trust. It means that we can work with a Jersey law, with Guernsey law, with Isle of Man law, with etc. etc. As a trustee, we can create and administer a trust. I don't know if it's I'm not sure this is the point today. You will let me know, because I'm talking about a private trust.
Yeah, so I have already created the trust agreement, corporate trust agreement, as well as the private trust agreement.
Okay.
I'm the grantor, settler, as well as a corporate trustee, primary corporate trustee. I could have administer along with it, so that you could manage all the assets. And also, I've actually structured as asset trench. So it's a matrix of assets which are being planned out for all my assets. Now I'm actually working just on a smaller asset trench piece first, one at a time, and then making sure it's all being monetized on the first stage, second stage, third stage. So I have a stage by stage liquidation process. So once I have all these funds coming into the bank account, then I would take the moving plan and all the structure and all moving parts together. And when I'm deciding to come to Geneva, it's a permanent move. Then I should be able to have have a full, complete, detailed plan. So
Okay.
I will put a full documents together.
Okay, that's perfectly clear, and it means that we will. I mean, in case I am selected to support you, to accompany you, it means that it will be a step-by-step plan. Okay, this is perfectly clear. Okay.
Yeah.
If I can add something here, because it's important for you, I will need to confirm that point though, because I don't want to oversell here. But please, as well, keep in mind that IQEQ can accompany you on, and I'm maybe more talking to you, Jay, here, because I understood that you are, let's say, dealing with the compliance matters. We can definitely help as well on compliance services. Here in Switzerland, for example, I need to check in the US, but I'm quite sure that this service is as well part of our offer.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. So that's what we would require at this point. I'm fully structured, and the wealth plan and everything is all fully ready.
Okay.
Ready to. I want to make sure the compliance side is it's normally taken through through the software tax compliance side. So there are tools like worldwide tools where it could be like international tool by Oracle, where it also complies with all the tax compliance when you're taking out the investments and all the other activities that you do within the corporate trust. And also it's a corporate trust, so that means it gives a complete leverage on tax deferral, unlimited tax deferral,
Okay.
as well as the expensing through the corporate, through the trust, by reinvesting and expensing out through to the corporation. Then there is no tax conflict consequences, or no compliance is required, because everything is all handled through the trust, corporate trust.
Okay. Okay. What we can do here, and let me know if it's convenient for you. Right after the call, I mean, at the latest tomorrow morning CET time, I will send you a presentation of IQEQ Switzerland with,
Okay.
let's say, a reversed funnel presentation with continental Europe as well, in the same, everything in the same presentation. Okay. I will
Okay.
send you as well a deck on IQEQ in the US. I think
Okay.
this can be interesting for you. And
Okay.
if I can leave it to you to go through that presentation and to let me know after what would be the best office, for example, in the US for the introduction. It can be San Francisco, it can be another one as well. It can be both, it can be three of them.
Yeah.
And I will do, of course, the right introduction on that side.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. And also I want to touch on a little bit on I think there's a Switzerland famous entrepreneur. Like he's like, could you tell me some of the famous entrepreneurs? Because I heard Rolls-Royce, is he from Switzerland? Like the Rolls-Royce founder, is he from Switzerland?
I am not sure about this. Let me check. It's a good question, because
There are very famous Switzerland founders. Like they are pretty massive, and yeah, I could actually I admire some of the entrepreneurs biography, and I used to review through, and all the different biographies of everybody all over the world, but particularly in Switzerland, I was hearing somebody like I don't remember. So could you tell me like a few of the big founders in Switzerland?
actually, I do not have this information, but I can check on my side, because I need to confirm it before saying. I don't want to say wrong information, you know.
Yeah.
So I prefer to check, and I will need to check that with my team, actually, because I don't want to, to get information from, let's say, online website.
Okay. And one more thing I want to discuss. So
Yes.
hotels are like one per day. I think it's $10,000 or $5,000 hotels are there per night. So
Uh,
with all different
uh,
meals and everything. So
sorry, can you repeat the question? Sorry, I did not get the beginning of your question.
the hotels, like
Yes,
star hotels as well as other star hotels, like
yes.
each room will be very expensive, as well as the expense. Like we are talking about the expense part of Switzerland because it's an expensive city. I heard some of the places are very expensive.
They are. Actually, they are, but you know it is. It's like a race. If you if you want to to have for example the best room or suite at Hotel des Bergues, which is the Four Seasons here in Geneva, of course it will be quite expensive, and it can be more than 10,000 Swiss franc. Actually, I'm sure
Oh,
of that. Yes.
okay.
Why? Because you will be next time you will be around. You will be interested in having a night in such a suite in such a hotel.
Exactly. That,
Yeah.
like life is to create and innovate, as well as a part to enjoy. So
Yes,
I would
yes.
I would like to have all the luxury stuff, few luxury stuff to do, but not too much, like just very limited.
Selva Kumar, as soon as you want to come in Geneva, I don't know how many days, etc. But let me know, and maybe it will be I don't know. You will let me know, of course. But if it's a trip in Europe, I can as well advise you on very, let's say, beautiful place that can be in Paris, in Monaco as well. That can be in Geneva, but that can be in Zurich. Let me know, and I will definitely let you know the best place to go. There are
Yeah. So
some very beautiful places around it.
once we are working on the investments, then ultimately I would like to go around and visit all the places along with you, and we can have all different explore on each and every city, and then finally come to a, like I need a vacation because I didn't take any vacation so far.
Ready for how many years?
Yeah, I was working from 2015. I didn't take any vacation so far. Like
Oh, that,
everything is all fully development, and I have improvised myself on various different roles. I will send you my roles and responsibilities for whatever that I did so far. As,
of course, we'll be happy to
as
have
well
it.
as the business activity which I have, everything is all drafted, everything is documented. I can send it over.
Okay,
You would
okay,
see what are the different roles that I covered, along with innovation. It's
okay.
not just
So
innovation.
So it means that that you had all these roles, but without any vacation. So I should not say that, okay? Because I I might be acting as a service provider here, okay? But you definitely need to have vacation. This is mandatory.
Yes, yes.
No,
So
no, because business is very important. Important. It's crucial. It's, let's say, very crucial. Money
yeah,
is as well, but
yeah,
the time is something very important as well. So you have to enjoy life. I mean, at the same time you're doing business. This is my point of view.
yeah. So once we have all the monetization going on stage by stage,
Yes.
myself and Jay's family all together, we will come over and we can visit all over the cities.
Okay. 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 And be sure that even if it's not IQQ that has been selected, I will be happy to show you around Geneva and let's say having some time together.
Yeah, and also like I would like to go with bigger firms like yourself, since you have all the exposure of political risk and all the like compliance side and
Yes.
like worldwide exposure on all the investment side, how it is structured. what are the market risks. So many things you understand because you're you're all over the world, and
Actually,
this
this is
is what you need
yes,
when having
this
the investment liquidated. So
yes,
that's what I need, a full background where like that is where the safety, security, as well as asset protection,
yes.
where when I'm selecting Switzerland, you have all the exposure all over the world, then it is the right protection. It's 100%.
You have understood something very important here, and I think I am with my team, and I'm talking as well about my competitors here. Okay, this is not to say we are the best, etc. Not at all. But this is very important to understand that if you're talking to a lawyer in continental Europe,
Okay.
that lawyer will do his best. I mean, not every one of them. Okay, some of them will be honest for sure, but of course, I am sure that they will do their best to keep you in their jurisdictions. You know, this is
Exactly.
something different with IQEQ here because, as I said, as a trustee, for example,
Uh-huh.
if you want
Uh-huh.
to come here in Geneva to open for example, 3 banks account in private banks here. I don't know. Okay, I name it one with JP Morgan, one with Pictet, one with Gonnet, a private bank from Switzerland. You want
Mhm.
as well to create a trust, a private one, this time,
Mhm.
right after the liquidation and liquidity event, okay, as an entrepreneur.
Okay.
On our side, we do not have any, let's say, consideration regarding the jurisdiction you want to pick because this is the same for us, you know? So
Yes.
this is the
Yes.
main difference with the lawyer. And
Yeah.
and because of that, we will be able to say, you should open a company in, for example, for the asset protection in the Isle of Man. There is
Okay.
a very well-known reputation, you know,
Okay.
in Europe, in continental Europe, especially for private wealth, because
Okay.
the law. I'm not an expert, okay, but I want to give you just, let's say, a quick insight because the law
Uh-huh.
seems to be a bit, um, um, let's say, more dedicated to asset protection rather than Jersey, Guernsey law, etc. You know, so this information, for example, we will be able to provide you with.
Okay.
A lawyer or a law firm will say, "Come work with me in Switzerland, etc." You know, it's like
I'll tell you about lawyers. Lawyers here in Canada as well as US, they
yes,
tend to practice small roles. Like everybody are like expertise on various different aspects,
yes,
like on the corporate law, corporate tax law, litigation, and accidental claim, and like so
yes,
many different divorce, personal drama, and so many things that they work on. So, so, so like when you are running a corporate, you need multiple lawyers into it
yes, yes,
and multiple expertise into it. When I approach the market, I see like when I call them, I'm talking about in Canada as well as in US.
yes,
When I call any particular lawyer, they are pretty much focused on one thing, and they are good detail. They are very much fully detailed. Everything's good. But when it comes to the corporate as a principal entrepreneur, you need multiple lawyers team. You as far as without monetizing my like investment income, you can't deal with lawyers
yes.
because they are split into small tiny pieces, and when you are trying to get the lawyers, you would be spending you would be spending about half a million or 1 million.
Yes, and yes, I can. This is something very important you mentioned as well. We are not. It can be depending on the jurisdiction, but
And
like
also, one point to add, they're pretty much local. They are pretty much very like even though they handle the roles
yes,
part, like
yes,
small roles, still they are local and they
yes,
are confined to either city based or province based or city based or state based. So
yes,
so they are very like localized. And when you're dealing internationally, nobody knows how is this legal entity identifier works in the
Yes.
financial system.
Yes.
And
Yes.
nobody knows how the corporate trust can be put in any country and then report all the investments to the LEI and the tax identification number. So nobody knows all this, and many lawyers don't know the process.
Yes.
That's
I'm not surprised.
yeah, it's pretty tough for me as I don't like this city and Edmonton, Alberta, because it's pretty much too much politics, and
Yes.
they have economic issues and all these things. They cannot drive every economic issue and people towards the high net worth individual.
The point is that no, that's very true what you're saying here, because you have no idea of how many people we are onboarding, like not every day, okay, I will not lie, but we have such a volume of people that are very keen to work with us because of our international exposure.
Yes, that's what
Absolutely.
you particularly need, because you have all the lawyers connected, you have all the politicians, risk whatever that they have in each and every region.
Yes.
When it comes to business, like the data which you can collect from that region of all of these risks and all the other perspective of market and economic issues and so many other like people issues, so many things. If you don't have the full complete insight, then you would not be in a peaceful environment to develop your data center.
No,
You
no,
would be in a
absolutely.
toxic environment. So
Absolutely, and this is very important for me to say it as well. For example, especially in Switzerland, we are like, we are not doing everything, okay, and that's okay on that side. And because of that, we know that it is very important for us to be, let's say, well accompanied by our network, our business partners network. So as I was saying, we work with law firms, we work with big four, sometimes it depends on the case, we work with private banks, life insurance company, pension funds, family offices, etc. Yes, private clients as well directly. Sometimes they do not want any family office or intermediaries working with them, because we have an historical relationship with them, so they want to only to deal with us. Sorry. So we have, let's say, all the setup.
okay, and finally, a few more things that I want to go through.
Yes.
What is it all English in Switzerland, or German, French? What it's a combination of European language plus English, or what is the real language of Switzerland?
Um, uh, this is a good question. Actually, there is official languages, but it depends on, for example, if tomorrow you want to relocate, for example, okay, you want to relocate in Switzerland. I
Mhm.
don't know how many languages you can speak today, Selva Kumar. I don't know.
I have English. I
Okay.
have German little bit. I
Okay.
know little German, and I know that Tamil is my mother language. So
Okay. Okay.
Tamil Nadu. I come from Tamil Nadu, Madras,
Okay.
part of India. But
Yes.
I've
Yes.
been
I
to
know Tamil. Yes. Okay.
Tamil, so
Yes.
Tamil. So
Sorry. It's in
French
French, but
people,
well, in French we
yeah,
say Tamil. Yes.
French people, they know Tamil because there is a good relationship with Pondicherry in South India.
Absolutely.
So
Yes.
Pondicherry is a French colony, and they have all the buildings, whatever that you see in Pondicherry, it'll be same as France.
Yes, yes, yes. We have very good connections with Pondicherry, and yes, it's actually that's a very good comment, because I don't even know where I know Tamil, but I know from like my childhood, I know from always, and no, no.
Okay.
So that's interesting. Yes, yes. Okay, okay, okay. So three languages. So to answer your questions,
Yeah.
on my side, for example, I'm living in Geneva. Okay, so this is the
Mhm.
west part of Switzerland, the western part of Switzerland. in this part of that country, you can speak French. I would say that let's say 80% of the inhabitants will speak English. Okay. Which is quite huge, because if you're going through the border and if you're going to France, that rate go down to 15 to 20%, you know. So it's quite good to know that. And I would say in Geneva that that people are speaking German at 20%. Okay. If you're going to the east, then it's the opposite.
Okay.
They are speaking French at 20%, 100% German.
Okay.
100% English. Everyone.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Everyone.
so I would like to stay in a region where English is also there, and also German. I know a little bit, but I don't know fully. But I was actually like taking a few courses, 6 months something.
Yes.
And I know a bit of German, like not too much, just to understand a bit when they are talking.
I think it's a complicated language. Yes, absolutely.
They have a grammar like a feminine, masculine, like masculine as well as neutral.
Can you repeat again? Sorry.
There is 3 different grammar there.
So okay.
Like it's a feminine grammar and like a male masculine grammar as well as a neutral grammar. There is a neutral grammar.
Yes, like in English, but I think this is more complicated in German. Yes.
Yeah, so it's not like English. So English is just
yes, there is no grammar. Yes, absolutely. In French, it's the same.
Yeah, so they have a neutral part. Like it's pretty complicated. I don't want to go too deep.
You are very brave to learn German, actually, because you know from time to time I need to go to Zurich, and you have to know that because this is very important. In Zurich and in the eastern part of Switzerland, they are using German, okay, as an official language for the contract, for I don't know, for all the letters, etc., for your email, etc. Okay, but they are not talking German. I mean, they can talk German. Okay, they can speak German, but they are speaking Swiss German.
Oh,
and it's something different actually. For example, in German, if you want to say hello, it's Guten Tag. Okay. In Swiss German, so this way you will learn your first Swiss German word. It's Grüezi.
Okay.
Grüezi. Yes. So you know it's for example, if you were German, it is not so easy. Let's say to it's not a region of Germany. You know, it's a very different country with a different culture.
Okay.
Yes. But that's okay because it's an international as well city. It's an international. I would say Switzerland is an international country. You know, they are very open-minded, and for example, in the street, and this is what I like actually. You can see on the face of the people that they are coming from everywhere around the world.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's all because of the beautiful sceneries out there. So springtime and all the other regions which I see, it's very colorful and beautiful. So it's pretty good.
And plus, yes, indeed, the countryside is like it's amazing. It's very beautiful. Yes.
Yeah. And Jay, do you have any questions for Florent?
Obviously, we've already kind of went over it just to have the next steps. Florent said he's going to prepare an email for us with the introduction to the company. But I did want to say this is the first gentleman that seems like he didn't actually have coffee this morning, that he just woke up happy to get to work. So you seem like you just open up the window and you're like, oh, another beautiful day in Switzerland.
I want to reassure you. Sometimes there are other days quite difficult, but this one is quite good, because this is very sunny in Switzerland, and no, and actually I had some very good meetings, and I'm very happy to meet you actually.
Yeah.
So
So
thank
like
you very much, Florent.
yeah,
Thank you.
when you're having a peaceful environment and that peaceful nature, that itself gives you a full, complete, stress-free environment and a very good environment for innovation. Because that the place that you get a very peaceful, like no people drama or problems around you, just to focus on the work and get things done very quickly. So I'm actually looking at about 1 to 2 years of going to an IPO,
Okay.
initial offering. So I will hit the target really fast because it's all under me. So I'm the one who's developing everything.
Okay.
So I have to hire people on the side slowly when I'm expanding to actually coordinate on certain delegated roles. But I can execute if I have to execute everything myself. I wear all the different hats to execute everything: assembling, designing, software development, and all the structure, everything together.
Yes. Okay. No, I understand definitely. Okay.
Yeah. So any further questions for me or to Jay? Anything that you want to discuss?
At this point, I think this is very clear on my side as well. I will send you, as I said, yes, presentations of IQQ Continental Europe plus Switzerland and in the US. And let's stay in touch very quickly, as I will be happy to introduce you to our office in the US. The office you will choose.
Yeah. So I
Excellent.
will.
So that will be.
Yeah. Go ahead,
I
Jay.
was just going to ask. I was just going to ask if that's going to be detailed as well in the email. Your offices out here. I know you mentioned San Francisco, Los Angeles, and I guess you'll bullet point that as well.
Yes, I will. I will check in the presentation. I will send that you have all the locations.
Okay. All right.
But I am sure that on their side as well, maybe it will be easier for you to have a call and a discussion with, let's say, a sales director there that will be able to cover all the offices. Because I don't want you to have, let's say, a call with 4, 5, 6%. It's always better to have a discussion with 1 or 2%. So that way you will have one voice, one message. I think it's easier that way.
Mm-hmm. And do you guys have enough staff since you guys are all over to help us if we wanted to get going immediately on something to do business with you folks? Because I know that some places we've been talking to it takes a while just for the initial review, and it feels like some places only have 2 employees. So how long would it take if we wanted to start doing business with you guys? What would the timetable look like?
This is a very good question. Actually, it will depend on the locations, on the regulation of the locations, because sometimes it's indeed, for example, a representative office, but we are also working with middle and back offices. Okay, for example, we have back offices in Mauritius, in Philippines, in India as well. And I'm sure I will have a question regarding India, but I do not have the perfect location.
Yeah.
and I can confirm. Yes.
I would define India as like political layer and all the corporate layer is corrupted, and the people are more smart. So that's where India is. Like too much of like when you go to people, they
Yes.
are pretty much well educated, and they are pretty much like there's a big percentage of educated people, those
Yes.
who have good value of intelligence. So when you take the political layer and the corporate management layer, they're all corrupted and they have too much problems.
Okay.
So that's that's what I see. India, how India is structured.
Okay, that's very interesting. And to add something about that, about our back offices, this is very important for you to understand that. And Jay, to answer your questions regarding the number of people per offices. For example, here in Geneva, we are working as a trustee, okay, but as well as a fund administrator. Sometimes, and it will once again, it will depend on your needs. So we will have to discuss that. But in Geneva, we are 10, okay, mainly trust manager officer, okay, and officers. We are working for asset managers and for private clients, but the 10 trust managers and myself are working with some middle offices in Luxembourg. That can be in Luxembourg, but it depends as well on the need. And we are also working with back offices here, in this case is Mauritius. So regarding corporate services and fund administration services, blah, blah, blah. For example, if it's the office from San Francisco or Los Angeles, they are working, it's an example, okay? They are working with a middle offices, can be in New York, but they are also working in our back offices directly from the group. This is the way we are set up. We are putting in front of clients, let's say, high qualified profile, okay? And they are remaining like the point of contact for the clients, but the work, let's say, the accounting, the reporting, etc., are done by back offices and middle offices.
Okay. All right.
Is it
And
clear
then,
for, is it clear
I-
for you? Yes.
Well, I guess I just wanted to clarify a point going along with that is even though you've been very pleasant to speak with today, if let's say we decide to do business in San Francisco, do we have to basically, in a sense, kind of start all over with another contact there, and have our introduction with them and all that sort of stuff to get the ball rolling, or could we deal with you in the future, or do we have to deal with somebody from those from the specific offices?
I mean, at the end of the day, it depends on you. If you feel more comfortable with the person I introduce you later, then that will be that person. If you want me to deal with you, through all your journey within IQEQ Group, we'll be happy to do that.
Okay. Yeah. The one thing, as you could probably imagine, we have to repeat ourselves quite a bit. And Selvit Kumar is very well spoken, but he has to say the same thing a lot, over and over to different folks that we're courting before we can do business with them. So we want to try to eliminate as much of that as possible to get the ball rolling.
Can you repeat? Sorry, Jay. And can I ask you to repeat a bit slower?
Oh,
Sorry,
sure.
I am French and my English is not,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Sometimes I speak a little too fast. So, Selvit Kumar and myself, we've obviously been having other meetings like this, and I want to reduce the amount that we have to repeat ourselves. Even though Selvit Kumar is very well spoken, we want to try to make sure that we can get the ball rolling without having to have going through the same things over and over. So I'm just trying to figure out how we can, get the first steps going with you folks should we do business with you guys.
Okay. I think that would be very interesting for me, and this is a good point. And let me know if I am wrong, okay? If I did not understand correctly what you said, but for me, this is very important to get all the information. Not in one mail, it can be in a document or in a presentation of your project. Plan step by step to get the plan, and in order to present it very correctly to my office and to the office in the US. That way, and I will pay attention to that. That way, I will send this information, and I will make sure that you will not have to repeat it twice, 3 times, 4 times. For me, this is the best way to do it, and to have, let's say, maybe as a small tender, as a small RFP, the scope of the services you are looking for, precisely, the jurisdictions you are considering today, and and maybe the requirements you have as well today as a starting point.
All right, great. Now that answers my question. Yeah, no, I definitely, that makes us feel a little bit more confident to proceed with you guys, knowing that we won't have to go through the same answers with someone new, and then someone new, and then
Yes.
another new person.
Yes. So for me, this is the thing to do, because I am really used, and I'm sure you can guess that. In Switzerland, I received a lot of requests for the US office. This can be for the Asian office as well. So this is the way I'm working. I like to have something very precise. I think I received something from you, Selva Kumar, and this was quite clear actually. But if you want to go into details, if you have more details, in order to avoid repeating yourself during the call, etc., do not hesitate to send it to me. And clearly mentioning. Oh, sorry.
I'll just mention a quick note here. As I build a rapport along with you, and you can actually like coordinate to actually transfer that full information to your partners in San Francisco or anywhere like Los Angeles, to make sure the same rapport is built there, so that when we are talking to them, it will be much a simpler discussion before we get to the next level. And I will send you the background documentation, so that it becomes more easier for sharing the information and making sure that could be a little bit faster.
Great.
Instead of repeating and having the same thing repeated over and over. So that's what Jake was asking. But we'll have to discuss. I'm interested in Switzerland because it's a peaceful country, and Jay is more inclined to Las Vegas and Los Angeles. So he's more. So
I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least initially, Selva Kumar is always ready to hop on a jet to any part of the world. But
okay. I think I think you find yourselves very well, because you are like a balance together, both of you. I mean, in your life, sometimes you need some time in Las Vegas. Sometimes you need to find yourself in Switzerland. It depends on the mood you have as well.
That's what I've been telling Jay. We could have the head office in Switzerland, where it is more safer data center to develop, and I can build all the security, asset protection, and everything. Then we can branch out in Las Vegas or Los Angeles as a branch office, building a smaller data center and making sure that could have a smaller branch where we can pop up where we can fly from Switzerland and switch over to this branch. Maybe Jay can stay in US office. I'll stay in Switzerland office. So that both of our inclined like thoughts can be fulfilled.
Yeah.
Actually, that sounds like a good plan. It's I have to be honest with you. I like my job, okay, because this is very exciting every day, etc. But this is the first time I have so many loves during a call. Okay, I have joined IQEQ for roughly 1 year. I've never had many loves like that during a first meeting. The third meeting, yes, but for the first meeting, this is my first time. So it was a real pleasure meeting you.
I'm an expert in having an executive level meeting and understanding the structure of the communication and building a strategy and making sure I can convince the other party really well, 100%. No, not even 1%. So when anybody talks to me, they actually can can actually invest billions of dollars with the two different presentation or two different discussions. That's it.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, Selvik Kumar, did Florent pass the test that we believe that he's real and not AI?
I'm sure you have to deal with this kind of problem in your day to day, since you are working
Yeah.
on data protection, etc. Yes.
Yes.
The AI will not have a real user sense of understanding the strategy or having a communication model. All these things AI don't understand. It needs an input before before it can speak. So
Yes. Yeah, that's why we don't want to just shoot off a bunch of emails before we actually meet with somebody, So,
I
so
can
yeah.
understand that. I can understand that. No, actually, it was a real great pleasure meeting you. Ready. And as I said, as I want to support you and to accompany you like in the right way, because at the end of the day, what counts is your satisfaction. Is not about selling or other selling things. If you can send to me the information you have on your side, if you have more information, okay, and if you have already a scope and a view on the locations that you want to target, that you have in mind today, I think that can be great for my other colleagues to have this information before having a chat with you.
Great. Yeah, and I'm sure you're already going to do this, Florent. But just any questions that haven't been answered already, go ahead and give us a few of your of the most important questions in the email. That way we can make sure that we outline those in the response. So
of course,
yeah.
I am sure I will receive like as soon as I send you the presentation and as soon as I have your feedback regarding the information, the scope, etc. I will manage to get an introduction with the US office, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure I will have questions at this point from my colleagues. And of course, I will not hesitate to revert to you with it.
Okay.
All right, great.
Great.
Perfect. It was very, 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 very pleasure for meeting you. And
same on my side.
We look forward for a long-term investment relationship where we can explore a very very advanced technology. Like as I was just about to tell you, like my cybersecurity future patent process is going to be the unique methodology, where it's not existing in the world. So with all the security products which I have compared, nothing is there at this present moment. And also I do have like vision of expanding into AI based robotics, integrated data center, as well as the kinetic energy and battery side of it. Battery on the lithium, replacement of lithium, which is a new technology which I want to expand, along with integrated data center with kinetic energy.
Okay, that's perfectly clear. Okay.
So any questions? Any questions, Jay? Before we finish.
No, we'll just be looking forward to his email, and then we'll get a thorough response, and then I'm sure that Florent can either help us from there or direct us to the proper person without us having to repeat ourselves. So that's really good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll take care of that.
It was good talking to you, and we look forward to share the information and then move forward for the next step.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. The pleasure was all mine. Thank you.
All right,
have a good one.
We speak very soon. Bye-bye. Have a great day ahead.
Nandri is a Tamil word, which is the same as thank you.
Like Mandri?
Nandri.
Nandri? Okay. Nandri.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tamil. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye, Florent.
Bye, Jay.
Okay.
All right. Well, just I know you probably want to recap that, but I know you said you had a short meeting coming up. I might as well be involved in that too, since it's not too. It's only like what, probably an hour from now or something, or 45 minutes from now. So might as well just hop on that as well.
Yeah, just I think another 15 minutes. 15 minutes. We have to jump into. Is her name is Evelyn, so they are also investment partners. So we can jump in, but IQEQ is a very large firm.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think yeah, we convinced Florent. I think we can move forward with anyone who are going to jump on board. I think whoever comes first, that's the part we will take a direction on.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And also, I would like to talk more about like Switzerland. So you don't like Switzerland, Jay?
No, I do. My okay, you know my big concerns is I'm not sure exactly how I could pull off
I
a
understand,
move
but
with
it's all
this. Yeah.
money, right? So we will have enough money. So money is not an issue. So you can have kids in Switzerland and have enough money given to your wife to be in Las Vegas, or move her to Switzerland. So we can actually have a lawyer to move her to Switzerland with a proper legal visa.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess we'll see who comes up first then. Whether it's Florent and his IQEQ, or if it's one of these other folks. So the meeting that you have,
Yeah.
remind me of who the next meeting is with.
Yeah, so there's a 15-20 minutes we have to jump in, but meanwhile we'll have to discuss this strategy here, because as I see, IQEQ is a head office in Switzerland, so they are pretty big, and they have all the necessary what I want as a protection, security. They give everything, and also they are honest. Like they're not like, Switzerland is not like like a lot of goof ups and lies, false, and all these things. They don't actually do it. Here in North American crowd, there's lot of goof ups going on, right? So you already know it. So
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
so you know about the government drama and media drama and all the other insurance issues that are going on, banking issues. So many things are going on. So when you are in a peaceful environment, like a bigger country, it's a small country, but it's very quality. The quality is there. So when you're raising your kids and family there, and then have Switzerland as your domicile home, and then have a branch office, and then we can switch between U.S. and Switzerland. So just think about it, because I don't actually want to have any discussion now, but if they are pouring money, investments, right? So if they are pouring money, because they have billions of dollars, like they have trillions of dollars, because all the people from India also, all the wealthy and like wealthy people, even from India, they invest in Switzerland. They put the money in Switzerland because it's more safer.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm sold on that. And again, well, but I'll continue letting it gestate in my head. I'm sold on the idea. It's just the logistics, and then of course wanting to see having enough time to vacation to see my family and whatnot. So that's the ones in Southern California and all that good stuff. So, anyways. Okay, well, I better.
That you can fly in just 24 hours.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, if
Yeah.
we've only got 15 minutes, then I'm going to do a couple of things before we jump into the next meeting, and then let me make sure I pull up the right email. Let me. Let me
And
see
also
what
one feedback that I want to give, Jay. Don't mention folks. That's not a professional executive discussions. So don't use the word folks. Like, use something else which is more professional. Because one person is speaking, so we have to just focus on just that one person. If you are speaking to a team, then we can say a team, like your team. Like mention that more professional, because the other business sector, that's a different thing. When it comes to these type of like high level corporate to corporate dealing, yeah, like you have better communication, not to have a casual, like folks is a casual word. So when you become more friendly, and when you have bigger like relationship to me, like whatever that we are now, we had built a relationship and communication. So now when you are talking to me, folks and everything, those are fine. But when you're talking to the introductory person, and we are talking more professionally, you're humorous, and I could see that, and you put the joke together, and he's smiling, and that's what you need in the conversation. Along with professionalism, you need that a little bit of, like, I tend to make a little bit of fun, and you also tend to make in your own ways. That those are good. And the only point that I want to update is just remove the folks in your communication.
Sure. All right. We'll do. Okay, we've got. I think I see the email here. It's set for. Let's see. It says 4:30 UTC time, so that's got to be the one here for. Let's see, Sabrina DeHillis. That's it.
Sabrina Dillis, yes.
Okay. All right. Great. Okay. So I got 12 minutes before I got to run back to the computer. So I'll see you in 12 minutes, and then we'll have that little mini meeting. Okay.
Okay, perfect. And do you have the link of Sabrina, or should I send you a link?
You know what? Oh yeah, there's no link in this one. Oh yeah, just go ahead and send it, and then that way it'll be the only thing in the. That'll be the first thing up in the inbox, and then I can click the link. So yeah.
I also don't have the link. I see the calendly.com reschedule, cancel. So
yeah, maybe we'll have to create a new one. So
okay.
Yeah, maybe create a new one.
Okay.
All right. I'll be back.
Yeah, we'll speak shortly. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.